What up? Alright, Boruto. The chapter is out. Chapter 25, Two Blue Vortex is out. We got some shit in this chapter. It wasn't a big ball busting just hands, but we got some information. What? At this point, I'm telling you, Naruto Cells is more potent than whatever Hashirama had going on in OG Naruto. Naruto Cells and Boruto, he done pushed out 2 demons. What the fuck is going? So we gonna talk about himawari today, and then next video will be Boruto and whatever he got going on with Momoshiki. Why the fuck he keep trying to make whatever? We just gonna push that off. Himawari. What the Himawari, what do you got going on? I'm talking about, I was reading it, and for context, we get her training, doing the little mind training. You know how Naruto had to overcome Kurama with his, so he could get the Kurama cloak and everything like that, so he could access more chakra. Himawari's in there just mental training, just throwing them with him. And he's sitting there, he's like, you're not understanding what you need to do. You gotta let your chakra, you so busy like throwing these bitches, you need to let them flow. Don't focus on actually the action of punching. Focus on your chakra flowing in that type of motion, and then let that do its work. You need to have the chakra control above an average shinobi. And she's sitting there, she like, yo, I'm a ninja. I know this already, my nigga. Please stop talking. It's like when an old head try to give a young head advice. We know this already. But he's sitting there, he's like, you're not getting it. You are thinking too much like a shinobi. You are more. This is what blew me. This is what blew me out of the water. Where he says, he's like, you're more like me and Jorah than you are like a Jinchuriki. You're more tail beast-like than a Jinchuriki. I don't know how, but that's what you is. You need to think of yourself as more of an embodiment of chakra than as a human with chakra in them. I read that. I said, okay, so I need to do my homework. I went back and I relooked when Kurama's chakra originally manifested in her. And when I read that, I already knew something was weird about her. Because here's the thing, when it first dropped, I was like, this is kind of akin to what Kushina had going on. Because Kushina, she, from what I remember and everything, and I even went back and looked it up, I don't remember Kushina really manifesting a chakra cloak whenever she accessed the nine-tailed state. Whenever she used her form, she wasn't accessing a chakra cloak. Her hair would just flare up. But you can also akin that to her being at that stage where when Naruto, when he in part 1, when he was going against Haku and Zabuza, and he originally awakened it, and he had the red eyes and his hair spiked up and everything. So I'm like, we can say that's what Kushina had going on, but at the same time, the chakra compatibility is what was throwing me, because I was like, if it's manifesting like that, does that mean that Kushina had more of compatibility with Kurama than Naruto did? And I just don't think that. I don't think that at all. So I was like, what's this similarity? And then when you actually see her fight, you're like, what the fuck? You're like, okay, there's nothing similar about this shit. Because she's literally, her healing was akin to that of what Naruto did when he awakened the Sage of Six Paths power. And he healed Kakashi's eye. Where he was like, I don't know if any like nerve damage or anything is still there, but I got your shit back. You good. She basically did that with Inogen, where she healed him up and she's like, I don't know if there's any lasting damage, but I at least fixed the big hole in his body. So she already had that type of healing just off the wake up. Where's, but this isn't Sage of Six Paths. Why do you even have that type of healing? We know that what's the name, Jinchuriki get that, but no Jinchuriki up until that point had that level of it. That's where we should have realized, okay, she's weird. And then the way that she fights, the way that she was fighting, you can't even say it was a rage moment. And I went back and I looked at it because at first Kurama was in the panel and he's like, oh, you seem to have completely snapped. All right, let's see where this goes. She's fully calm. She's fully calm in that fight. She's fully level-headed. But the way that she's fighting, the tail beast bomb, I'm sorry if you see me go like this a lot. I had food stuck right here. I got it now though. But her tail beast bomb, it forms with her hair acting as like the tails of the nine tails. Forms like this and closes like that. And then it's not even like she's opening her mouth for real. It's just that the tail beast bomb forms right there and there as soon as the hair pieces float. And then with her eyes and everything, I said, yeah, it makes sense that the fighting style is way less akin to, it's more akin to like the stage 2 version chakra cloaks. She just doesn't have a chakra cloak. There's no bubbling up. There's nothing there. It's just a pure tail beast power manifestation, like a transformation. So I went back and I looked because I was like, okay, the mixture of the Uzumakis and the Hyuga clan. Hamura, progenitor of the Hyuga clan. Hagoromo, even if he's not the progenitor of the Uzumakis, Naruto, direct descendant of Hagoromo's son. So it's like, it's something there at least. You mix that together, it's like the original, but what was the formula to make Tail Beast? Was that it? Yeah, that was it. But why did it manifest like that is the question. Because we don't even gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about her Byakugan too. The way her Byakugan manifested, it's such like a pure, it's cold as hell. The way she go lock on. And then the veins pop up, but her eyes don't completely white out. It's cold as hell. But it's like, you can say, oh, that's just the mixture. But we seen what people who are mixed with Hyuga genetics, we seen how that turns out. You only get one Byakugan. You get one Hyuga eye. Like if the exact blind eye, you get this, and then you have a normal eye. That's how the person that fought Itachi and Shisui, that's what he got when he was mixed with Hyuga clan. She didn't have that. The chakra mixture had to have been so pure, and then with Kurama's genetics inside, it's like, because that already originally, since those two chakra signatures ended up intermingling like that, it must have caused a reaction there. And then naturally Kurama must have had not planted a seed in a weird way, but he left something lingering inside Himawari for him to just end up respawning there. But at the same time, it's like, it was so pure that chakra signature, that pure chakra signature that Kurama left just mutated. It must have caused some type of genetic mutation in her for her to end up like this. Because the way that Kurama is explaining her having to fight, like, you fighting too humanly. You're a human for sure, but the way you going about how you fighting, you can't fight like other people. That's just not how your body is gonna acclimate to your chakra. That's not how it's going. That's why, in my opinion, when she ends up, the more that she gets to access Kurama's powers and everything, it's not gonna look, I don't want it to look anything like Naruto's. In my opinion, my prediction, she's not gonna have a chakra cloak. is just gonna look like, she's gonna look like something like Jura. She's gonna turn out to be something like Jura, where it's not like she's just gonna end up, her hair is gonna end up sprouted out the same way, even wilder probably. She's probably gonna end up manifesting some type of tail beast tendril or something on her arms and stuff. Like, it's gonna become more animalistic, like more monster like than Naruto and his Super Saiyan 4. Oh, that's a perfect representation. It's like how, you know, Goku and GT, because of the Ozaru form, Super Saiyan 4 looked more like their roots. It looked more like the Ozaru form, but the original Super Saiyan form is just a chakra, not a chakra club. It's just a power up, a transformation, a pure transformation. That's what you can see Himawari and Naruto as. Naruto got a pure transformation because he didn't have access. He didn't have his tail. Himawari has access to it, and that's why she's getting the root of the shit. She's getting the root. She got the goods, and that's why she's more compatible than everybody else, because she has everything. She has everything that it needed to manifest in the most purest way possible. That's why when you go back to the interaction, you can see Damon talking about, oh, why didn't you dodge this punch? You should be easily able to compete with me. Don't say that. He was not looking at Kurama when he seen that. When he was saying that, he wasn't talking about necessarily Kurama. He was talking about you yourself, whatever you got going on. I don't know, not necessarily Kurama, but whatever you got going on, when you get to that level, you really should be able to just handle me. That's what it's like. That's what it's looking like. My thing is, why did it skip Boruto? Why would it skip Boruto? But no, it didn't even skip Boruto. It's more like Boruto just got the Naruto crack Hinata in like Kurama chakra mode or something like that. He crack. This nigga cracked Hinata in KCM too. That's the only explanation I could think of why it skipped Boruto. No. Hey, my brother. Assets is assets, in my opinion. You do what you gotta do to get the job done. But wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Being grown. I don't know what's up with this wave of pregnancy nowadays. Everybody getting pregnant. Y'all boys stay safe out here. Y'all boys and y'all gals, y'all stay safe out here. But what's in the... Yeah. I'm excited because Streets is saying, and when I say Streets, I mean me, that Himawari gonna end up carrying them in that final battle against Jura now. It's gonna be Himawari. Boruto... We don't talk about Boruto when we talk about Boruto, bro. That's all I need to say about Himawari. Of course, y'all subscribe so y'all can tune in for that Boruto video. For when I talk about Boruto and what he got going on. And I got another boxer video coming out. I'll probably draw... Let me not give you the other one. But we do got another boxer video out. And we do got another Boruto video on the way too. So, y'all boys look out for those. Yeah. Y'all look out for that shit, bro. I don't know. I'm trying to better my craft, man. You feel me? I think I'm getting better. But, hey, y'all boys stay safe, though. I'm out.